Good morning, scholars. Happy Friday. For today, you're doing slope-intercept form for your fluency, and now you're on systems of equations word problems. So systems of equations, it's called a system because there are two or more equations. The problems we're looking at today will have two equations, and if there's two equations, they're going to have two variables. So a lot of these problems are very tricky. There are three challenge problems. So number 3, number 5, and number 6. If you can solve these using equations and without any help, please have your teacher email, text, or call me, and I'll check it. And if it's right, I have something special for you. Oh yeah. Okay. So for number 1, it says find the value of two numbers if their sum is 12 and their difference is 4. So I have two different things going on. I have a sum and I have a difference. So these are going to be the two different operations we use in our two equations. Because I have two numbers, that I don't know, those are going to be two different variables. So I'm just going to say I have x and y are going to represent these two numbers. So I know that x plus y equals 12, and then I know that x minus y equals 4. To solve the systems of equation, I would use elimination because I know that plus y minus y, that's just 0. So I'm left with x equals 12 and x equals 4. And then I'm just going to add them together, and I get 2x equals 16. Well, if 2x equals 16, I can divide by 2 on both sides. X equals 8. So one of my numbers is 8. So I'm going to write that over here. To find my other number, I'm going to plug 8 back into one of the equations. I'm going to do the addition one. So, x plus y equaled 12. 8 is x plus y equals 12. And we could subtract 8 on both sides. Y equals 4. So I have a number that's 8, a number that's 4, and we can always just make sure that these solutions make sense. Okay, so the two numbers, their sum has to be 12. 4 plus 8 equals 12. Good. Difference is 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. Okay, so those are the two numbers. For number 2, it's very, very similar. So I want you to go ahead and try number 2 by yourself. Once you've tried it by yourself, you should still have two numbers. When you subtract them, you get 3. When you add them, you get 13. Minus y plus y, that's 0, so I'm left with x equals 3 and x equals 13. And I get 2x equals 16, like I got actually up here. So I already know that x equals 8. Okay, and then I'm going to find my y. So I'm going to use x minus y equals 3. X is 8. 8 minus y equals 3. 8 minus what number gives me 3? Oh, y has to be 5. So it was 5 and 8. Remember, number 3 was one of our bonus questions, as well as 5 and 6. 5 is like my favorite problem of all time, so if you can figure that out, you'll be greatly rewarded, and that's really awesome. Okay, let's look at number 4. Number 4 is a little bit different. The school Stefan goes to a selling tickets to a choral performance. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 3 senior tickets and 1 child ticket for a total of $38. The school took in $52 on the second day by selling 3 senior tickets and 2 child tickets. Find the price of a senior ticket and the price of a child ticket. So for this, my 2 different variables are going to be X, and I'm going to make X represent the cost of a senior ticket, and then Y can represent cost of a child's ticket. So in my first scenario, they buy 3 senior tickets, or 3X, plus 1 child ticket, or Y, and that equals 38. So 3 senior tickets